Hey guys, so today I'm actually going to be doing a video on rescuing this really long Pothos that just needs a lot of tender loving care. I'm going to be repotting him into new soil, and I'm actually going to be trimming him way back because he's extremely long and leggy, and I want him to be a little bit fuller on the top, if you can see right there. So keep watching. Hey guys, it's Monet from Plante La Vie. So today we're gonna repot this extremely long Pothos that I've had for over a year now. He's really long, but I just am not loving how bare he is on the top. So today what we're gonna do is we're actually gonna trim him way back. I'm actually gonna repot him in this beautiful new planter that I've got. And I've actually already made my soil mixture, so let's get into it. So, I have our soil mixture together. Here it is. It's actually a mixture of just like regular dirt, a lot of bark, and then I actually did an organic fertilizer. So I'm just gonna mix this all together right here so you can see. I did a lot of bark because Pothos just like good drainage, so I like to just make sure that I have enough so that they're not sitting in water. And then this fertilizer here has helped it grow as long as it is, but it really needs some more food, especially during the spring and the summer. So, okay, I think this is good. So we've got our soil mixture, and I'm actually gonna start putting it inside of here. So I like to fill this up about probably a quarter of the way, maybe a little bit less. Just like that. That actually looks really, really good. It's about that much, so it's about right here on the planter. That way I can set the soil and the roots down deep inside the planter so that they can actually root itself. Okay, so let's take this guy out. Let's see what his roots look like. Barely any soil. This is why, I mean, he's long but super leggy. There's not a lot of nutrition in this soil. So I'm just gonna kind of clean this and just break it out. And I'm gonna separate the roots, the Pothos. I don't do this for every single plant, but Pothos are pretty resilient. And his roots are just like, they like to get root bound, but this is pretty bad. So I'm just gonna separate the roots a little bit just to give him some aeration. And then I'm gonna set him inside his new home. Okay, so I have the soil at the bottom, and I'm gonna just set him inside. Just like that. So as you can see, there's a good amount of surface area around, which is exactly what you want. This guy was in about an 8-inch size planter, and this is 13.5, so it's actually really, really big. But these guys grow so quickly and they need space to grow out, which is why he kind of got root bound. So I'm gonna start working on filling him up with my soil mixture all the way around, and then we're gonna start trimming the bottom. So as you can see, all the leaves are like on one side. So I'm just gonna start kind of playing around and moving the leaves around, and then we're gonna start trimming. Okay, so it looks kind of messy right now, but this is kind of where I've started, just kind of separating the roots some, and then getting it to a place where I can kind of see where I need to trim, so I can start putting some of those cuttings from the top so that it's a little bit fuller up here. Okay guys, so I've kind of got where I think I want it in terms of like trying to surround the planter. I'm gonna go ahead and start trimming. Now, like I said, I want it to be fuller on the top and less long and leggy so that it feels really robust. And the way that you do that is you can trim from the bottom at a 45-degree angle where you see an aerial root. Like there's so many aerial roots right here, and I'm just gonna start trimming here and just giving the plant like a really good haircut and actually sticking the roots inside, and then I'm gonna give it a really good water, and then from there I should be able to see like a lot of success in terms of the growth this year. I feel like a lot of times people will kind of give up on their plants and just like opt for a new one, or will just go to the nursery and say like it's dead, but this guy's just not dead. He's just really root bound, number one, and two, like all the weight is down on the plant, so it just makes it look not as beautiful and robust. I mean, I still think they're beautiful, but it's just not as robust as when I first hung them up in my home. So I'm just gonna go around and give it some love. I just refertilized him, so he should be really full. Now ones like this that are all legs, because I had to prune the leaves, I'm just completely cutting that back, and I'm just gonna go ahead here, and actually I'm just gonna make this a couple different cuttings and use it. Just like I'm starting from scratch. I'm just going in, trimming. Same thing with this guy. He's really long, so I'm just gonna go ahead and give him a nice cut. And you need to have patience with these because these will grow really quickly, but with anything, we want plants to look a certain way, and like magazines, and that's not how nature works, right? It works when it feels supported. So you wanna make sure that you're giving your plants enough support and love and food and nutrients to continue to grow. Just going in, setting the aerial roots inside, and I'm probably gonna, well, I am gonna actually water this guy because it desperately needs a good rinse. But I'm trying to cut it to where it's all even around, but it may not be perfect because like I just said, nature is not perfect. So I'm just gonna go in here and I'm just gonna start stuffing all these little cuttings. This guy is really leggy, so I'm just gonna cut it back. And you could even try to like take cuttings, give pieces of it to your friends, whatever you wanna do with your cuttings. Okay, we're just gonna cut that. Let's see, I'm gonna cut this back. Oh, this guy's gonna be basically starting over by the time I'm done. Okay, let's see what he looks like. And I just need to cut this long piece. I'm gonna actually trim him. Some cuttings in there. I think we're good. Okay, let's see what he looks like now. So, not perfect, but you know what? It's a good start. I'm gonna trim this guy a little bit more. Awesome. Okay, so let's give him a rinse, a really, really good rinse, and then I'm gonna hang him up. And I'll actually do a follow-up video on this guy to show y'all the progression after the and here they are. Here's one of them. I'm gonna actually do like an update video in a couple weeks to show you guys her progress. And thank you guys so much for watching.